When I first started leading music worship, I was inexperienced in not only the obvious musical skills needed, but in the deeper knowledge and character of what it means to be an effective worship leader. Much of my learning came from simply jumping in and doing it. Along the way, I acquired more skill, knowledge, and wisdom. With experience, I became more and more effective as a music worship leader. As in all things, it was and still is a process. One starts with what one has and moves forward from there, gaining in skill and spiritual depth and wisdom. An effective worship leader is one who knows what their biblical spiritual gifts are. This person understands that the purpose of their role is to lead the church body in the musical worship of God, and that it's a serving role. This person is diligent in allowing the Holy Spirit to lead them from the choice of songs and order the songs are sung in, to their relationship as worship leader to the overall leadership of their church and other musicians, singers, and technicians. They have the assurance that the Holy Spirit will guide, and then they confidently move forward in the planning, preparation, and rehearsal required to serve with excellence. Sing to him a new song, play skillfully and shout for joy. That's an amazing definition of the skill that's needed in music worship. An effective music worship leader is able to sing. Being able to play either guitar or piano is a huge advantage. He or she has a good understanding of rhythm and melody and timbre, harmony, dynamics, musical contrast, and song form. An effective leader has a good understanding of how different instruments ideally function together. They know the individual role of each musician and singer in the context of a band. They're excited and motivated with the process of working towards spiritual and musical excellence, and they work towards playing, singing, and presenting with winsomeness and skill. An effective music worship leader is able to also accurately and quickly communicate his or her ideas to the rest of the worship team, but also to the congregation. They're able to communicate with their team diplomatically and humbly. They're an encourager and a team cheerleader, and are able to recognize and develop each of their team members' strengths and has an interest in their musical and spiritual development. They're also genuinely happy to celebrate the successes of others. An effective music worship leader has a clear understanding of the relationship between the musicians on the stage and the sound technician at the soundboard. It's essential that the leader clearly understands the general role of the sound technician and treat him or her as an equal member of the team. It's also very helpful if the music worship leader has an understanding, even an introductory knowledge of the basic workings of a sound system and monitoring system, knowing, for example, how to be able to work effectively with a microphone.